time, I'd like to bring the Drainage Board meeting to order with the approval of the minutes.
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes.
Second?
Motion made and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
I won't make you walk all the way down the other end.
Appreciate that. It's been a tough morning already.
No proposals, surveyor's report.
First item we have is change of assessments. These are splits, and some people are combining a couple of key numbers into one key number. I would recommend that we approve the change of assessment.
Motion to approve as presented?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Oh, I skipped, I'm sorry.
Payment to the
I didn't
Those that wanna
realize,
get
that's
paid.
my fault.
Okay.
We have payment to contractors.
Who is DNL? Drainage. And where did they work on the Burke at?
What's that?
The DNL Drainage.
That's, Greg Hall, not Greg Hawley, I forget his name, but they fixed the pipe right across from your house, just to the east in front of the factory there. You know how the suck holes are starting to show up over the Wyatt sewer line? There was a big hole right there. They fixed it.
Now you go up above the DNL Drainage, working on the Burke.
Oh.
I see it's, the next one even was Farmers Drainage. I know who they are.
Oh, that's Dustin Verhage. Dustin Verhage worked on, at the very head of Burke 6, there's a concrete structure, and then there's a tile that shoots off, goes down along south of Osborne Road, goes west, kind of wraps around, then comes up Osborne Road, goes up underneath.
Goes on the north side of that. It
It's-
goes north of Osborne.
Right. He worked south side. That's Dustin Verhage.
That's the Farmers Drainage LLC?
No, Farmers Drainage is below him.
Oh, H&D Drainage, okay.
Yeah,
No,
Dustin.
that's another one.
You know Dustin Verhage?
They're
May-
talking about D and L.
DNL, okay.
Yeah, yeah, I know Dusty.
Yeah, that's his, I don't know what the DNL is, but
L's
I guess I
probably-
didn't realize that's who that's what he went by, but yeah.
L is
that's-
probably Larry, it's his dad, so. Then you got Farmers Drainage, then you got H&D, and that's, DeShepper,
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes. Yeah, that's, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know where I didn't see where anybody had worked on the Burke, anything, that's why I wondered where that was at.
Yeah, no, they fixed that one hole across from you, and that was,
No,
no, that was Farmers.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. And then Dustin fixed the one on, his name's George, owns the property. Yeah. And then H&D's Doug DeShepper's.
And Martin Blad Farms, is some of that work off of the off of the Kankakee then, laterals that they did?
Yeah, he likes to kind of do stuff himself. So, you know, I have offered to have a contractor go in there and clean those ditches, but I think it's cheaper because he's cleaning them all anyway. So he just cleans the I think there's 2 county ditches in there. He'll just clean those and then send us the bill for the material.
So is some of that west of Peach Road then, or is it all?
No, it's all on his farm west of Crumstown, or I mean, Mayflower.
Oh, west of, yeah.
Yeah.
Some of it's even west of Peach Road, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did the work, right? And-
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. No, he shows me every time he does it. so,
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
Yeah, I met with him.
If there's no more questions, I'll make a motion to pay the contractors.
Second?
Motion been made and seconded to accept Exhibit A. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Next item we have is the Woodward Ditch Bayou. We've been talking about this for several years, and finally, John put together a program where DNR cooperated, and we put together we had a contractor, Everclear Aquatic Management, and we applied for a layer grant from the Department of Natural Resources, and we were given that about 2 weeks ago. The estimate was $140,000 to do it. The grant was for $100,000. And what I would like to see is the Drainage Board approve expenditure up to $40,000. And what we'll do is bid it, and what we'll pay is what the actual bids come in. We've got a number of contractors that are interested in doing it, so it should come out pretty close.
And what fund would that come out of, the 40,000?
Woodward Ditch. Oh, well, we have money in the General Drain Improvement Fund to cover it. And what we do is we pay the contractor, and then we get reimbursed from the state. And we don't want the contractor to have to wait to get reimbursed from the state. So we take it out of the General Drain Improvement Fund, and then we replace that with the money that the state gives us.
Yeah, but our 40,000 would come out of the Woodward Ditch
Yeah.
Fund,
Yeah.
which we still have 48,736 in right now.
Huh?
I'd say the Woodward Ditch shows having
Yeah,
48,730.
plus the spring, they'd have another
Yeah, sure.
16,000 or so. But I would recommend that we approve that.
I make a motion that we approve up to $40,000 for the Woodward Ditch Bayou dredging project. Does that do it, John? John? does
I'm
that-
sorry.
So I made a motion to approve up to $40,000 for the Bayou dredging project. Is that all you need?
Yeah.
I'll second it.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
So what do you guys know where that is? Lincoln Way, you know where the, Dairy Queen is?
Hmm?
Go directly north. There's a couple neighborhoods back there, but the Woodward Ditch comes down through there, goes underneath Lincoln Way, and then opens up into a big bayou before it goes into the river. And that bayou's so silted in that the residents living along it can't even get kayaks in and out. So
We,
this should open it up for, what, 11 houses, 12
Yeah.
houses?
we have one more item that I neglected to put on the agenda, and the gentleman's here. He wants to talk about Judy Creek. They're doing a project, and they want to be able to de-water into the creek. I don't see any problem with it. He has a handout for you. That way you won't go home without anything.
Sorry, I only printed out 3, so it's like you guys might.
3?
I know, John, I apologize. I thought we had a miscommunication. We didn't ask to be on the agenda today.
I mean,
so that's-
I don't even get one?
Well, I figured we sent you one PDF, John. I had to fill one out for you.
Oh, PDF, yeah, I can really do that.
Save trees, so.
Oh, yeah, PDF and I are friends.
If you could go to the podium so that it'll get captured by the recording.
Okay. What, oh, go ahead. would you give your name and address first, please?
Yes, sir. Jared Huss, Lawson Fisher Associates, 525 West Washington Ave, South Bend, Indiana, 46601.
One.
John is very welcoming to me this morning. I made a mistake and didn't ask to be on the agenda, so I appreciate being on the privilege of the floor. So we come to you, what you have there is an extension or continuation of the development of Veterans Parkway north of Jude Creek. If you recall, we came here a year or two ago, probably 2 years ago, to do stormwater discharge filter to Jude Creek. And that was on the south portion of the project. We are now doing one north and would request a discharge or approval of a discharge to Jude Creek. We are utilizing the same stormwater filter in combination with a stormwater water control, a quality control unit. We have been to the Jude Creek Task Force, presented this to them, received a favorable recommendation from the Jude Creek Task Force. So what this does is it basically is a water quality control, sediment, and temperature before it discharges to Jude Creek. There's a memorandum on the front that describes in more detail, but essentially this will drain the right-of-way of Veterans Parkway north of Jude Creek up to the legal drain there, the east-west legal drain at the property boundary of the, north property boundary of the Pens. So that's a very general.
Does that packet have the recommendation from the task force?
It does on the backside, at the very bottom, at the very backside, you will see the meeting minutes from the task force.
I don't, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just scanning the minutes there, it looks like Mishawaka's gonna maintain.
Yep, so John, to clarify on that, Mishawaka will maintain the stormwater quality unit. We'll empty that out on a routine basis. There are two currently on the Jude Creek. That's the Douglas Road and then also the Veterans Parkway of Phase 1. Mishawaka has been maintaining those judiciously and will continue to do so. And we, in the design, will have an area for pull-off for their vac truck to make sure they maintain that properly.
Yeah, I've looked at it. I don't really see any problems with it. We've done it in the past with Mishawaka Corporation. I would recommend that we approve
I'll make a motion that we approve the discharge to Judy Creek as laid out in the plans by Lawson Fisher. And
Motion been made and seconded, all in favor?
aye.
Opposed, motion carried.
Thank you, appreciate you being accommodating.
That's all I have, sir.
There's a list of 21 people on it. What's that related?
That's just, that's the Woodward ditch thing.
Okay.
Those are the people that,
Oh, gotcha.
you know, are involved in it. I put that together because one of the residents wanted a list of people. That's why, when I sent it to him, I didn't label it because he knew what it was, and sorry about that.
No worries.
Anyone else privilege of the floor?
Privilege of the
Nope.
floor.
Nothing? There we go.
Where do
Say,
you
you
go
just
with it?
came to watch?
You just need to.
Well, I know how John likes to run these meetings. Bill Shalio, St. Joe County Economic Development, but also a neighbor at 215 Hackberry Drive on the other side of the street from Woodward Ditch. My parents actually own at 222 Hackberry Drive. They're one of the numbered people on the list. So on behalf of myself, the neighbors in the area, we do appreciate you guys stepping up and helping with the cleanup. We really appreciate that. That'll make a big quality of life difference, certainly improve that area of the neighborhood. So we appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Bill.
Thank you.
That's it.
Just ask for adjournment.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Motion made, say to adjourn, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, motion carried.